Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the Patriot Studio Deluxe version of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. This is the one that comes with the chair from the interview at the end of the film. I've been trying to get this one for a long time for a good price. I saw it in stock at 5K Toys, and bam, here it is. So let's take a look at the packaging. It's a white box, the Patriot Studio. Box is blank on all of the sides. No, Patriot Studio specializes in third-party, unauthorized, unlicensed figures. This is not authorized by Warner Brothers or Joaquin Phoenix in any way, shape, or form, but they usually look pretty damn good. So, let's go ahead and open it up. So here's a look at what's inside the packaging. As you can see, Joaquin Phoenix Joker, Arthur Joker Fleck, Deluxe Edition, Patriot Studio. Back, different clown masks. Very nice packaging. And it has two sort of pieces on the inside. Take them both out. So, we got the outer layer here, which looks pretty cool. Then we have the actual Joaquin Phoenix Patriot Studio Joker figure. He comes with the sort of Diorama base, the chair. Then we have this other piece here. I think this time I'm the best. Never mind. This is probably going to be the rest of the diorama pieces. Looking forward to opening it up. Alright. Now that I have this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He comes with a bunch of cool stuff. He has a little diorama base. He's got a chair for the interview. He's got a total of 8 alternate hands, totally 10 interchangeable hands, 2 heads, a little bouquet of flowers, a clown mask, and then a revolver. But before we take a look at those, let's talk about and check out the actual figure. So this is the Joaquin Phoenix Joker from The Joker. No officially licensed figures exist of this guy. I don't know if it was Warner Brothers or just a figure company scared to touch this guy. I really hope McFarlane makes a figure for Joker 2. I got the Felix Toys Joker a long time ago, and I was aware of the Patriot Studios Joker, but I waited, and I'm glad I did, because the deluxe version, I believe, is the exact same figure, with the same accessories, but just even more stuff, mainly the chair and the diorama base. Chair looks cool, diorama base, not so much. It's really small, not really going to work very much for photography. So, let's take a look at the figure. Joaquin Phoenix Joker. He's got the diamonds around the eye. One is bleeding, sinking down. You can see the flesh color around the top. Green, long hair. He's got the signature red suit, orange vest, green shirt. It all looks very good. A little bit stiff, maybe. Move him around a little bit, see what's up. Double jointed knees. Double jointed elbows. Looks like the articulation is all there. Nice dress shoes. Patriot Studios, a little bit on the small side of things, but not too bad. They're going to fit in more so with the SH Figure Arts, Mayfix Marvel Legends versus any of the larger stuff, but they are on the smaller end of that. And just a closer look at his face and head sculpt. This is later in the film. He's been through some stuff. Some of the makeup is bleeding. It's not clean like when he first puts it on. Sculpt is nice. I can totally see the Joker, Arthur Fleck, and Joaquin Phoenix. And here's the figure, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's take a look at his accessories, and let's start off with his hands. Now let's take a look at his hands. He has a total of 10 of them, 5 right hands, and 5 left hands. Here he is, with his first pair of hands. These are his fists. Then, his next pair of hands. This is a pair of regular hands. They would look good relaxed at his sides. Next, we have a pair of gripping hands. Next, we have some totally open hands. And here's his last set of hands. His right hand is a gripping hand with a trigger finger, and his left hand is a gripping hand with a larger grip. Now for his heads. He has 2 of them. One with a regular expression, looks kind of sad. Another one, laughing, possibly a little bit angry. Here's his first head. I don't know, this one just looks kind of sad. And here's his other head. It looks like he's smiling, maybe he's screaming. Now for his clown mask. Now the clown mask is the reason I didn't originally get the Patriot Studios Joker. You would only get the clown mask if you pre-ordered him. By the time I found out that wasn't included, so I kind of just waited. And here we go. Now I have the figure with extra stuff and the clown mask. This was a mask that was worn by all the different sort of protesters in the film, sort of making a statement. He's got green actual sort of soft goods coming out, clown, smiling face on there. It's got this sort of stretchy thing here, but it's coming out of the front. It's like they did it wrong. That kind of sucks. I don't know. And it's way too big, honestly, to wrap it around. Way too big for a figure's head, so I had to sort of wrap it around twice like this. It's actually a big pain in the ass to do. I'll have to fix that myself. But for now, I'm actually happy. I have one from the Felix toys and one from this one. Here are the two different versions next to each other. This new Patriot Studios one's on the top. Almost looks like Fraggle Rock compared to the other one. Here's the Joker wearing that clown mask. It is a pain in the ass to wrap it around his head twice and get it to stay on like this. Here's the Joaquin Phoenix Joker with a couple of thugs or henchmen wearing those Joker clown masks from the film. Now for his bouquet of flowers. It's sort of a magic trick. He presented this to Bruce Wayne in the film. Feels like it's made of some sort of like paper mache or something. Pretty cool. Just another accessory to enhance his figure. Here's the Joker holding that bouquet. Now let's look at his revolver. Small pistol here. You can see the brown on the handle. See the chamber, barrel, trigger. It looks pretty good. Small. I believe one of the comedians in the film gave him that gun. Here's the Joker holding that pistol. Now for his chair. It comes in 3 separate pieces. When put together, it's gonna look like this. This is the chair from the interview near the end of the film. A little bit on the small side, but it does fit this Joker figure pretty nicely. His feet are on the floor. Butt's in the seat. Arms on the side. Seems like maybe a little bit on the small side compared to him, but I think it's about right. I don't know, I feel like this back part should be a little bit higher on its back. Now we have this little diorama base thing. I'm probably not going to use this, as it's just so small. I need a bigger area of floor to actually make it worthwhile. Now it comes with this sort of little logo, Arthur Joker Fleck. I believe it has adhesive stuff on the bottom. I assume it's supposed to attach sort of here, but I have no intention of actually putting that on there. Then we have this, made of some sort of foam. It's kind of squishy. I guess it's supposed to be the floor in the interview room. It looks like tile floor of a bathroom. I'll have to check the movie again to see if that's accurate. But it's just a little square. It's going to be really hard to make this actually take up the entire floor in action figure photography. So personally, I don't think I'll get a lot of use out of this. Imagine it's supposed to be displayed like this. We have the diorama base, the Arthur Joker Fleck logo in the front, the chair sitting there. It all looks pretty good together, but personally, I think this floor piece is totally useless for my purposes. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at the figure and its accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing at about 6.0 inches tall, which can translate to just over 15 centimeters. Now he's definitely smaller than I would have liked on the shorter end of things. Sure, he's true 1/12 scale, but that's way shorter than I like my action figures. I prefer him to be 7-inch scale, but if they're going to be 6-inch scale, I'd like them to be about Marvel Legends size, which is somewhere between 6.3 and 6.5 inches. Unfortunately, this guy's much smaller than the majority of what I collect, so he won't fit in that well. Now for his articulation. Starting with his head, of course, it can rotate from side to side. You can look up and down a little bit there. Can't really tilt it from side to side. Shoulders and some kind of ball joint goes up more than 90 degrees. Up, down, around. Now as far as going up, the jacket's not going to let him go any further than this. Double jointed elbows, they go all the way in. His wrist can rotate, and it's going to be hinged. In his torso here, he's got some sort of ball joint here, forward and back, rotate around. Another one in his waist, rotate around, forward and back, giving him pretty good range of motion in his torso area. You're going to get a lot more out of this than this. I can kind of see some of his skin poking up out of there. Legs, they only go out this far. Pants really obstruct that. They go forward about that much. Back, not much. He has some sort of rotation of the thigh. Double jointed knees all the way back. And then his ankle, forward and back. Tilt rock. Rotation. Here's a look at the Joker dancing through the streets of Gotham. One of his signature moves in the film. And here's my recreation of the end of the film. This is on the Murray talk show. We all know how that ends. A closer look at Joker sitting in his chair. Next, the Joker's not pleased how this interview's going. He gets up to shoot Murray. He shoots him right in the face. "You get what you fucking deserve, Murray." And a closer look at Joker, laughing maniacally, standing over Murray's bloody body all over his desk. And then after the movie, here's Joker with a couple of his followers, some Joker thugs. Of course, I don't actually know what the events after the film are going to be like. That's what Joker 2 is going to fill in for us. Now let's check him out. Next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Joaquin Phoenix Joker figures. Here he is, next to a Patriot Studios Arthur Fleck. This is from the beginning of the film, before he started his transformation into the Joker. Then, with another Patriot Studios Joaquin Phoenix Joker. This is a deluxe version from the bathroom scene, right after he killed those men in the subway. Here are all three different versions of the Patriot Studios Arthur Fleck Joker. We have Arthur Fleck, full-on Joker in the red suit, and then when he's sort of in his clown makeup, before he actually fully became the Joker. Now, they did release a previous version of the red suit Joker, but I believe the figure is exactly the same, just with fewer accessories. And here he is, next to the Felix Toys version of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I've had this one for well over a year. It's a nice figure. I'll admit, I think the Patriot Studios ones looks a little bit better, but I probably prefer the Felix Toys version as he's a little bit taller, and that little bit does make a pretty big difference. Then, next to an old custom Joaquin Phoenix Joker that I made. This is based off a Heath Ledger Joker, and it worked out perfect. This is probably my favorite of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker figures that I have, as this one is not quite 7 inches, but a whole lot closer than these other ones. Here would be all three different versions of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker in his full Joker attire and red suit. I really hope McFarlane can at least give us a Joker and Harley Quinn from Joker 2. It would have been nice to have at least one officially licensed Joaquin Phoenix Joker figure. Here's this Joker, next to a Hasbro Marvel Legends Domino from the movie Deadpool 2. Domino is played by Zazie Beetz, who plays Sophie Dumond in The Joker, the closest thing to Harley Quinn we had in that movie. Although we're going to get a proper Harley Quinn in the second film. I always thought it would have been kind of interesting to get something like this in the film or in the sequel. Here are all the different live-action Joker figures that I have in the similar scale, smaller end of 6-inch scale. We have the Cesar Romero Joker from the 1966 show, Heath Ledger Joker from The Dark Knight, Jared Leto Joker from Suicide Squad, and of course, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Now, which Joker figure is missing? The most obvious one is going to be the Jack Nicholson Joker. There are actually no companies that make a 6 or 7-inch scale Jack Nicholson Joker. One of these third-party unlicensed companies really needs to jump on that. And then, of course, the newest Joker, Barry Keoghan from The Batman. Hopefully in one of the sequels, he'll be a little fleshed out and we'll get a figure of him too. Now let's check him out. Next to some other unlicensed, unauthorized third-party figures. Here's this Joaquin Phoenix Joker, next to two other Joaquin Phoenix, Arthur Fleck, and Joker figures. All three of these are from Patriot Studios. The only other Patriot Studios figure that I have is this Resident Evil Zombie Cop. There are actually two different versions. Looking to get the other one, but for now, I believe these are all the different Patriot Studio figures that I'm interested in getting. Then, next to a Felix Toys Joaquin Phoenix Joker, I'm also looking to get the Felix Toys Rorschach and Felix Toys Heath Ledger Joker. And now, next to an SSR Endgame Joker and Night of Vengeance Flashpoint Batman. And here, next to a Noir Toys Gotham by Gaslight Batman. And here he is, next to a Mix Max Deathstroke and Two-Face. Then, next to a Fan Super Arkham Origins XC Suit Batman. And here, next to an AC Play Robert Pattinson Bruce Wayne from The Batman. And here, next to an Anton Custom or Notice Studios Keanu Reeves Constantine, Ben Affleck Bruce Wayne, and Robert Pattinson Bruce Wayne. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a Patriot Studios figure, they're typically the 6-inch scale. I'm going to start off by comparisons with some of these smaller action figure lines I collect. They work way larger, and I'm going to include as many Joker figures as I can during these comparisons. Here he is, next to some Jazz Wars Fortnite figures. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts Joker figures. Here's Joker, next to a container of baking soda. Then, with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is, with some Mafex Joker figures. Then, with some Mattel, DC Universe Classics, and Multiverse Joker figures. And here he is, next to some Mezco 112 collector figures. This is a scale I was hoping this guy would be. And now, with some Jazzwares AEW wrestlers. Then, with some Mattel wrestling figures. And here he is, standing with some NECA figures. Then, with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles Joker figures. And here he is, with some McFarlane DC Multiverse Joker figures. And now, with some DST or Diamond Select toys. And finally, next to some Jakks Pacific wrestling figures. So overall, it's a very nice Joker figure. He looks fantastic. My biggest problem is he's just so damn small that he doesn't fit in with almost anything that I collect. As you've seen through the comparisons, he's smaller than really any DC action figure line out there, which makes me really wonder why would Patriot Studios make him so small. You saw him next to Resident Evil Cop, which is by Patriot Studios and is significantly larger than him. That being said, his accessories are fantastic. Sculpt and paint job are excellent. His laughing face is almost terrifying. Articulation is also pretty good, although the suit prohibits a little bit of that. One other minor complaint about him, his jacket. It's sort of sticking out at the bottom there on both sides. I cannot get that to go down no matter what I try to do. That being said, Joker is still an awesome, awesome figure. If I were to rate this guy, I'm probably going to give him a 7 out of 10. And if he was just a little bit bigger, he would easily be an 8 or 8.5. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.